How are you, my children? Now, today we are going to discuss about exercise 1.4, 4.4, exercise 4.4 concepts. Let us see what are the concepts given here. In this section, we will learn to write the expansion of a determinant in compact form using minors and cofactors. So, we especially focus on minors and cofactors in this exercise. We define what is meant by a minor of an element and a cofactor of an element. Only these two concepts are focused on this in this exercise. Okay, my children. Now come to this first definition, minor. What is meant by a minor of an element? Minor of an element Aij of a determinant is the determinant obtained by deleting its ith row and jth column in which the element Aij lies. So in a determinant, suppose if we are choosing an element, we have to close that row and column. Then we get the elements, a matrix, 2 by 2 matrix or only 1 by 1 matrix. That determinant is said to be minor of the element Aij. Minor of an element Aij is denoted by Mij. Okay, my children, this is a notation to denote the minor of an element Aij. Mij is the minor of the element Aij. Now remark, remember this point. Minor of an element of a determinant of order n greater than or equal to is a determinant of order n minus 1. Okay, my children, remember this one. Let us take an example to understand this concept. Find the minor of element 6 in the determinant. Delta is equal to det 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So in this determinant, we have to find the minor of element 6. Now let us How do you find minor of an element, my dear children? How do you find minor of an element? Understood the concept? Suppose if you want to find minor of an element, what should you do? Close the row and column in which the element lies. Suppose in this example, we want to find minor of element 6. In which row and in which column the number 6 lies? Tell me.
Third column, sir.
In which row? First I am asking you in which row?
Second row, sir.
First I,
The second
second
row,
row.
sir.
Good, Joseph. I asked
Second row.
row and as well as column. In which row and in which column that element lies? Second row.
Second
and
row, third column, sir.
Very good, Joseph. Very good for your observation. The element 6 lies in the second row and third column. Okay, you have to identify the position of an element in the given determinant or in the given matrix. If you observe clearly, carefully, the number 6 lies in the second row, third column. Okay, my children. Tell me the position of the element 4 in this element. Can you tell me, Jerome Jesliraj? Can you tell me the position of the element 4 in this determinant?
Second row, first column. Second row, first column.
Very good. Very good. Very good, Jerome Jesliraj. Can you tell me what is the position of the element 2 in this determinant? My dear Staines Johnson, what is the position of the element 2 in this determinant? Staines Johnson. Staines Johnson, you kept quiet. Do you tell me? This is not yes or no question. This is not yes or no question. Staines Jensen, I asked you what is the position of the element 2 in this determinant. Understood the question, my dear Staines Jensen? Yes, first row, second column. Very good. Are you listening, my dear Yashwantaram? Are you listening the question as well as answer?
Yes, sir.
Understood the question and understood the answer also?
Yes, sir.
Now can you tell me the position of the element 7, the position of the element 7 in this determinant? Position of the
Third row,
element
first
7. Very good. Third row, first column. How do you denote it? Third row, first column. How do you denote it? Third row, first column. What is the notation? Small letter A. Remember this point, my children. Small letter A, subscript 3, 1. Because it is the third row. So we should write first row number and the next column number. Son, don't use capital letters. Okay. Whatever you wrote, it is okay. Smaller, minor mistake you wrote here. Don't use here capital letter A 1 2 like this. Small letter A 2. Okay. Staines Jensen. Okay, Staines Jensen. Don't use capital letter A. Okay. Yes, this is a correct notation. This is a correct notation. A to 1. Tell me the position of the element 8. Can you tell me, Paul, position of the element 8? My Paul, position. Very good. Third row, second column element. So A32. Very good. Likewise, these are basic points. My dear children, these are basic points. Without knowing the position of an element in the given determinant or the position of an element in the given matrix, we can't do further steps. Okay, my dear children? Right. Identify the position of the element 6 in this determinant. What is the position of this element in the determinant? 2 by 3, 2, 3, second row and third column element. This is the position of the element. Since 6 lies in the second row and third column, its minor is denoted by M23, is given by M23 is equal to, here to find the minor of this element, close this row, second row and third column. By closing this row and this column, which elements will be left here? 1, 2, 7, 8. You have to take the determinant of this 2 by 2 matrix. 1, 2, 7, 8. Understood the concept, my dear children? Right. This is nothing but determinant of a 2 by 2 matrix. So cross multiplication concept. 1 into 8, we get 8 here, minus 7 into 2, 14. Understood, my dear children? Is it clear? Right. That is equal to 8 minus 14. What will you get here? Minus 6. Okay, my dear children? Right. Now come to the next. Understood the concept of minor of an element in the determinant? Is it clear to all of you, my dear children? Minor of an element in the given determinant. Grayson?
Yes, sir.
Grayson, Joseph, Jerome, Jasliraj, Yashwantram, Blessina,
Yes, sir.
Kevin Paul, Johnson, and Kiran Raj. Yes.
Yes, sir.
When I am asking you a question, understood or not, then write in the chat box. Reply by a message in the chat box, understood, sir. Otherwise, ask me one more time, sir, once again. Explain one more time, sir. Like this, ask me through the chat box. Okay, understood?
Yes, sir.
Uh, when I am asking the question, please respond to my question through chat box. Yes, sir, or understood, sir. Any one of these answers I want from your end. Any one of these answers, sir, or understood, sir. Understood, sir. Otherwise, if you want one more explanation, I will explain the concept one more time. Okay, right. Now come to the next concept, that is cofactors. Cofactors. This is also a very simple concept. Listen this concept carefully, my children. Next concept in this exercise is a cofactor of an element. First concept is minor of an element, and second concept is cofactor of an element. Let us define what is the cofactor of an element. Cofactor of an element Aij, this is the element Aij, is denoted by capital letter Aij, is defined by, we defined cofactor of this element Aij as -1 whole power I plus j. We have to add these two numbers and we write it as exponent into mij. This is the definition of cofactor of an element Aij. Understood, my children? Where mij is minor of element Aij. Okay, my children, let us take an example to understand this concept very clearly. Find minors and cofactors of all the elements of the determinant det 1, -2, 4, 3. Let us consider A11, A12, A21, A22. To understand it very easily, very clearly, let us assume like that. Now, minor of the element Aij is, it is denoted by Mij. Previously, we have defined like that. Okay, my dear children. Now, minor of A11, we are finding the minor of this first element. What is the first element here in the first row? 1. So, 1. Minor of 1 is equal to M1, 1. Okay, my dear children. Now, close this row and this column because this is in the first row and first column. Then what the elements will be left there? 3 only 3. So, this is the minor of the element 1. Understood, my dear children? Is it clear? Right. Now come to the second element in the first row. Minor of A12, that is minor of -2. To find the minor of this element, close that row because this is in the first row and second column. Close first row and second column. Then what will be left here? Only 4 will be left. That is the minor of the element -2. Is it clear, my dear children? Right. Minor of A21, that is minor of 4, that is equal to M21. By closing that row under the second column, second row and first column, we get a -2. Similarly, minor of the element A22, that is minor of 3 is equal to, by closing the second row and second column, then we get here 1 only. These are the minors of the 4 elements. Now we are going to find cofactors of the 4 elements in the matrix, in the determinant. So I am writing here clearly position of the element, that is A11 first row first element, A12 first row second element, A21 second row first element, A22 second row second element. I got here 4 elements, 1, -2, 4, 3. Okay. Now we are going to find out cofactors. A11, its cofactor is denoted by capital letter A. that is equal to minus 1 whole power 1. 1 is there, so 1 plus 1. Here minor of this element we have 3, so that is equal to, by simplifying these numbers we get 3. Understood, my dear children? Is it clear? Right. Now minor of this small letter A12, it is denoted by capital letter A12, minus 1 whole power 1 plus 2. 1, 2 is there, so 1 plus 2 into its minor of minus 2 we have already found, that is 4. So by simplifying these two numbers we get here minus 4. Is it clear then? Right. A21, the second row first element is 4. Now we are going to find factor. It is denoted by capital letter A21, that is equal to minus 1 whole to power 2 plus 1 into its minor is minus 2. Already we found here minus 2, we write it. That is, by simplifying these numbers we get here 2. Is it clear, my dear children? Right. Now A22, second row second element, it is 3. Its cofactor is denoted by capital letter A22, that is equal to minus 1 whole power 2 plus 2. Understood, my dear children? Into its minor. What is the minor of 3? 1. So we wrote here 1. By simplifying these numbers we get here 1. Understood the cofactors of all 4 elements like this? Okay, my dear children? Right. In the previous example we have found the minors and cofactors.
Understood this concept of cofactors of an element, cofactors of determinant. Understood, Grayson?
Yes, sir.
Just for example, we have taken a square matrix of order 2. I will explain how to find cofactors of elements of a matrix of order 3. In this example, we are going to discuss the cofactors of elements of a square matrix of order 3. Okay. Shall we go to the next point?
Factors of a 2 by 2 matrix. Now let us find the minors and the cofactors of a element, the determinant of order 3 by 3. Here that A11, A12, A13, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. This is a 3 by 3 matrix. Its determinant is given here. Now we are going to find the minor and cofactor of each and every element. How many elements are there in this matrix? 9 elements. So I am writing here like this. I prepared a table to understand this concept easily. See, first one, second element. Here A11, first element in the first row. Its minor is denoted by M11. How can you find minor in the 3 by 3 matrix? You have to close the first row and the first column. Then what will be left here? These 4 elements will be left: A22, A23, A32, A33. I wrote here. We are taking its determinant. By closing that first row and the first column, we get this part. We have to find the determinant of this matrix. This is minor. Now come to cofactor. Cofactor of this element, capital letter A11, is equal to, you have to remember sign matrix, plus minus. So first here you get right plus, here you may write minus, like, and so on. Okay, my children? Plus write this part as it is, plus M11. Now by simplifying this one we get cofactor of A11. Similarly A12, this is in the first row second column. So to find the minor of this element, close the first row and the second column. What elements will be left? A21, A23, A31, A33. We are finding its determinant. Is it clear, my dear children? Right. Now, cofactor of this element, capital letter A12. I told you clearly, minus. Okay. Det, it's a minor. We write here, minor. Understood, my dear children? Right. Now come to the third element. That is A13, first row, third element, or first row, third column element. Its minor can be found by closing the first row and third column. Then we get these four elements. We have to find the determinant of this 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, my children, is it clear? Right. Cofactor, capital letter A13, plus symbol. 1 plus 3, what do you get? 4. Even number means we get here plus a symbol. If we are adding these two numbers, if we get a odd number, we keep here minus. Okay, my children, we write this minor as it is. That is a cofactor of this element. Now come to the fourth element. That is second row, first element. Second row, first element. So we have to close second row, first element. Then we get these four elements, 2 by 2 matrix. We have to find its determinant. This is nothing but minor of this element. Now come to cofactor of this element. It is denoted by capital letter A21. What I said here, by adding these two numbers, if you get odd number, keep here minus. Otherwise, remember this order, plus, minus, and so on. Okay, my dear children. Det, write this minor as it is. Is it clear, my dear children? Right. Now, fifth element, A22, means what is meant by A22? It is an element in the second row, second column element. So by closing the second row and second column elements, we get these four elements. We have to find the determinant of this 2 by 2 matrix. This is nothing but minor of this element A22. Now its a cofactor is denoted by capital letter A22. That is equal to, I said here clearly, plus. See, plus, minus, in this sequence, remember this one. Det, write this part as minor of that element. Is it clear, my dear children? Now come to the element 6, sixth element, A32. So it is a second row, third column element. So we have to close second row, third column. Then we get these four elements. Then we have to find the determinant of this 2 by 2 matrix. This is nothing but minor of the element A23. Now come to cofactor of this element. It is denoted by capital letter A23. That is equal to here 2 plus 3, 5. So odd number. So we keep here minus. You write this minor as it is. This is nothing but cofactor. Now come to seventh element. That is A31. Means third row, first column element. So close the third row and first column. Then we get these four elements, 2 by 2 matrix. We had to find the determinant of this 2 by 2 matrix. It is nothing but minor of this A31. Now its cofactor is denoted by capital letter A31. 3 plus 1, 4. So we keep here plus a sign. Here minor of that element. Is it clear, my dear children? Right. Now come to the eighth element. That is third row, second column element. Third row, second column element. So we have to close third row and second column. By closing the third row, second column, we get these four elements. Submatrix. It is said to be a submatrix. We have to find its determinant. It is nothing but minor of this element. Is it clear, my dear children? Right. Now come to the cofactor of this element. Here 3 plus 2, odd number, 5, odd number. So we keep here minus. Minus of minor. So why write this minor as it is? Is it clear, my dear children? Right. Now last element, ninth element, A33, third row, third column element. So we have to close that third row, third column. Then we get this is submatrix. We have to find determinant of this submatrix. Okay, my dear children, is it clear? Right. Now it's a cofactor. It is denoted by capital letter A33. That is equal to 3 plus 3, 6. Not 3 into 3. 3 plus 3, 6. It is a even number. So we keep here plus a sign. Det, here this one, M33. Is it clear, my dear children? How to find the minors and cofactors of a 3 by 3 matrix? Right. Now remark.
This concept, my dear children, cofactors of elements of a matrix of order 3 by 3. Grayson, Joseph, Ram,
Yes, sir.
understood how to find.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We mix that knowledge, sign matrix and minors. Minor means simply close that row and column. Whatever the minor you want to find minor of an element, you have to find position of the element. After finding the position of the element, close the row and column. Then you get a submatrix. Then we have to find its determinant. We have to find its determinant. That is called minor. Come to the point, cofactors. To find cofactors of elements, you have to bring the previous knowledge. Sign matrix, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus. Alternatively, we kept 3 by 3 square matrix. Do you remember that sign matrix? We keep that sign matrix. We take the help of the sign matrix to write cofactors. This knowledge is very, very important for the next exercises. Okay, please remember these points, how to find cofactors. Okay, understood? Grayson, Joseph, Yashwant Ram, Kiran Raj, Blessina, Kevin Paul, Janani, Staines Jensen, and Jerome Jesli Raj.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Joseph and Grayson, Staines Jensen replied. Kiran Raj replied. Very good. What about Blessina, Kevin Paul, Yashwant Ram? You have not replied to my question. Not responded to my question. Blessina, Yashwant Ram, Kiran Raj. What about you? Then why are you not responding to my question, Blessina?
Sir?
Understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Then why are you not responding to my question in the chat box? Previously I told you, understood that instruction or not? I gave the instruction previously. When you understood the concept, when I am asking the question about understood or not, then you have to reply, you have to respond to my question with the answer yes sir or understood sir. Yes sir or understood sir. If you don't understand the concept, if you want to explanation one more time, so then in that case we have to message in the chat box as please explain one more time sir. Understood this instruction, Blessina?
Yes, sir.
Hereafter respond to my question yes sir or understood sir. If not understood, then respond to my question as explain one more time sir. Okay. Okay, ma Blessina. Please.
Remember this point. Expanding the determinant delta along R1, we have, you know how to expand a determinant of a matrix along R1. Here we get -1 whole power 1 plus 1, that A22, A23, A32, A33 plus -1 whole power 1 plus 2, that A21, A23, A31, A33 plus minus 1 whole power 1 plus 3 that A21, A22, A31, A32. Okay, my children, remember this expression, right? This implies delta is equal to the expression in RHS can be written as A11 into capital letter A11 plus A12 into capital letter A12 plus A13 into capital letter A13, where Aij is the cofactor of element Aij. Here A11 cofactor of element A11, A12 is the cofactor of the element A12. Here A13 is the cofactor of element A13. Okay, my children, the above expression can be written in this way. This implies delta is equal to, in the words, you can say this expression in the words as sum of product of elements of R1 with their corresponding cofactors. Okay, my children, in words we can say this expression like this. Similarly, delta can be calculated by other 5 ways of expansion, that is along R2, R3, C1, C2 and C3. We know we can expand the determinant along R1 or R2 or R3 or C1 or C2 or C3. Okay, my children. Hence, delta is equal to sum of the product of elements of any row or column with their corresponding cofactors. In words, we can define delta like this. Okay, my children. Now come to this point. Note, remember this point. If elements of a row or column are multiplied with cofactors of any other row or column, then their sum is 0. This is a property. Remember this point also. Now come to the sums in exercise 4.4. This entire exercise is based on the two concepts only, minor and cofactor of an element. Now come to the first one, first question. Write the minor and cofactors of the determinant of 2, minus 4, 0, 3. You have to remember this is sign matrix, plus, minus, minus, plus. This will help a lot in writing the cofactors. Okay, my children. Here, how many elements are there? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I wrote here serial number 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, second element minus 4, third element 0, and fourth element 3 in this order. Okay, my children. Now M11 minor of this element. By closing this row and first column, what will be left here? 3 only. So this is the minor of element 2. Now come to the cofactor. What is the first sign here? Plus. Keep here plus. Now what is the minor? 3. Write that one. Now by simplifying this one we get 3. Similarly, second element is minus 4. By closing this row and this column, what is the element left here? 0. So this is nothing but minor of this element minus 4. Is it clear, my children? Right. Now come to the cofactor of this element minus 4. I said plus, minus, minus, plus in this order, plus, minus, minus, plus. So minus is a minor here. Simplify these numbers, we get 0. Is it clear, my children? Right. Now come to the third element. What is the third element? 0. It is in the second row and first column. It is denoted by minor of this element denoted by capital letter M21. By closing the second row and first column, we get minus 4. This is the minor of this element 0. Is it clear, my children? Right. Now its cofactor, that is equal to, what is the sign here? Keep here minus. Here what is the minor? Minus 4. Minus of minus 4, what will you get? 4. Is it clear, my children? Right. Now come to the last element, fourth element. That is 3. A22 is equal to 3. Its minor is denoted by capital letter M22. By closing this row, for second row and second column, what is the element left here? 2 only. So it is the minor of this element 3. Is it clear, my children? Right. Now come to the cofactor. It is denoted by capital letter A22. That is equal to, what is the sign here? Plus. Keep here plus. What you got here? Minor 2. Write it in brackets. By simplifying that, what we will get? 2. Understood, my children? Right. Now,
Understood this first question? How to
Yes,
find
sir.
minors and
Yes, sir.
cofactors of a matrix of order 2 by 2. Okay. Yashwantram, Kiran Raj, Joseph, Kevin Paul, Janani, Jerome Jasri Raj, Staines Johnson. Yes, very good. Very good for your response. Now, shall we go to the next point? That is, we are going to find minors and cofactors of a 3 by 3 matrix. Okay. Please observe this example, my dear children, carefully. Watch this video carefully, my dear children.
to come to the second row, first part. Write minors and cofactors of the determinant that 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. So to find the minors and cofactors of each and every element, how many elements are there? Total 9 elements. We are going to find out minors and cofactors of all these 9 elements. So in finding the cofactors, you have to remember this is sign matrix, plus minus plus minus plus minus plus minus plus. Remember this sign matrix. Okay, my children. Now come to the first element. What is the first element? 1. So it is in the first row and first column. Close the first row and first column. What are the element? What is the submatrix will be left to 1 0 0 1. We have to find its determinant. Then we get here 1. Now cofactor. What is the sign here? Keep here plus. And what is the minor here? Write it to minor. It's minor. That's all. It is a cofactor of the element 1. Is it clear, my children? Right. Now come to the second element. It is in the first row and second column. So close the first row and second column. What is the submatrix? You will get here 0 0 0 1. Find the determinant of this 2 by 2 submatrix. Then we get a minor of the element 0. Is it clear, my children? Now come to the cofactor. Okay, my children. So what is the sign here? Minus. So keep here minus, second element, minus. And here write its minor, minus 0. That is 0 only. Is it clear, my children? Right. Now come to the third element. What is the third element? It is in the first row, third column. So to find the minor of this element, close the first row and the third column. What is the submatrix? You will get here 0 1 0 0. We have to find its determinant. Then you get minor of that element. Is it clear, my children? Right. Now cofactor A13. What is the sign here? Plus. We are taking this sound. So my plus minor of that element plus 0. Is it clear, my children? Right. Now come to the fourth element, A21.
Understood, my dear children, how to find the minors
sir.
of the cofactors of first row elements. Now we are going to discuss second row elements, minors and cofactor elements. Please.
That is second row, first column element. It is 0. So by closing the second row and the first column, we get this submatrix. We have to find its determinant. Understood, my children? Similarly, we have to find cofactor. Just I told you 2 plus 1. What is that number? Odd number. So we keep here minus and we write here it's minor. Like this we can find cofactor. Now come to A22. That is second row, second column element. By closing the second row and the second column elements, we get this submatrix, this 2 by 2 submatrix. We have to find its determinant. Then we get a minor of this element. Understood, my children? Now come to cofactor of this element. 2 plus 2, what will you get? Plus. So plus. Otherwise, Remember this order, minus plus in this order. Okay, my children, we write here minor of that element, that is 1. Okay, my children, is it clear? Now A 2 3 second row, third column element. So close the second row and the third column. Then we get this 2 by 2 sub matrix. We have to find its determinant. You know how to find the determinant of a matrix of order 2 by 2. Is it clear, my children? This is the minor of this element. Now cofactor of this element, 2 plus 3 5, odd number, so we keep here minus. It's a minor, we wrote here. Is it clear, my children? Now come to seventh element, A31, third row, first column element, that is 0. So we have to close the third row, first column. Then we get this 2 by 2 submatrix. Now we have to find its determinant. Then we find minor of this element 0. Now come to cofactor. 3 plus 1, 4. It is a even number. So we keep here plus. And we write here minor. That minor. What we got here? 0. Is it clear, my children? Right. Now come to the 8th element. That is A32. Third row, second column element. So we have to close the third row, second column element to find the minor of this element. Then we get this 2 by 2 submatrix. We have to find its determinant. Then we get a minor of this element. Now cofactor of this element, 3 plus 2, odd number, minus. So we get here minus, minor here, right here, minor of that element. And last element, 9th element, A33, third row, third column element. To find the minor of this element, close the third row and third column element. Then we get this 2 by 2 submatrix. Then we have to find its determinant. We get a minor of this element. Now come to the cofactor of the element. 3 plus 3, 6, even number. So we keep here plus sign and we write it's a minor. Understood, my children? Right.
Okay, my children, understood how to find the minors and cofactors of a 3 by 3 matrix. Understood this concept?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Next, we see the third question in this exercise. Third question. Have you opened the textbook? Please open the textbook at page number 126. Page number 126. Question number 3. Using cofactors of elements of second row, evaluate delta is equal to. The meaning of this question is we have to evaluate determinant of this matrix by expanding second row. Will you do that one? Can you expand the second row to evaluate the determinant of the given matrix?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, fourth question also. See, using cofactors of elements of third column, here you have to find determinant of the given matrix by expanding third column. That's all. That is the meaning of this question. Can you expand the third column to evaluate the determinant? Will you expand?
Yes, sir.
Will you do these three questions, 3 and 4 also?
Okay, sir.
You have already done this part in the previous exercise. When you are finding determinants, we have expanded the determinant along row 1, row 2, row 3. Yes or no? The same questions are given in this way. That's all, by using cofactors like this. But don't be confused. The meaning of this question is we have to evaluate the determinant of the given matrix by expanding that particular row or that particular column. That's all. Okay.
Okay, sir.
If you have any doubts, feel free to ask your doubts and get your doubts clarified. Okay, my children. And now in the next class, I'm going to start the concepts of next exercise. In the meantime, you have to watch the video again and prepare the classwork notes by yourself. Okay, my children? Will you do that?
Yes, sir.
Now the time is 11 past 47 minutes. Now you can leave the meeting, my dear children. Stay at home, stay safe,
Thank you, sir.
sanitize your hands
Thank you, sir.
and maintain social distance of 2 meters away from the others. And thank you all. Do your work sincerely and seriously. Thank you all, my dear children. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Joseph.